Yo,
Hardly wrong when I'm right, I'm hardly correct. Hardly alive, but I'm good, but hardly a mess. Hard to survive when you living life with regret. Hard to rely on the lies you're telling yourself. If I don't die from the pain, it's gonna be from the regret. It's gonna be from the regret. It's gonna be from the regret if I don't. It's gonna be from the.
Man, once again, man, we live.
yes,
Allegedly
sir.
the podcast, man. We back again another Wednesday, man, to share some more of our podcast with y'all, man. These really be our thoughts and shit that we just have in general conversation regularly, and we just decided to put it in podcast form with y'all and shit, man. Before we go any further, man, everybody, man, it's my nigga Kel's birthday and shit, man. My nigga grewed up on the nigga and shit, man.
27.
Happy birthday for my
Appreciate
nigga,
that, man. 27. God willing.
God willing, damn. My nigga say
God
he beat the
willing.
statistic. Shit, you know,
Dealer,
they say
you heard
by that age, you either be dead or in jail and shit. You say
anything after this, free money.
Woo-wee. You say God, you God favorite.
Come on, man. I gotta be.
Damn,
I gotta
man.
be.
You say he the only one to let you slap him in his face, punch him in his nose. He might be like a white parent or something. You know what I'm saying?
He'd be like, he just bad. That's what he'd be saying.
Yeah.
He'd be like, he just bad. God think I'm just bad.
You think you just bad? Man.
Easy.
Man, listen, man, that shit wild, man.
Hey, but listen though, today we got some good topics though. Today we're gonna talk about mental health with men and stigmas and black men. So
definitely great topics to talk about. I don't think too many people be talking about people mental health and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be a whole lot of people. Like, especially in like black families and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why your uncle sit in the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, in the front of the motherfucking camera and shit, you know what I'm saying? In front of the TV and shit and talk to himself and shit, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers just don't even know why he do that. That's normal though, you know what I'm talking about? But that's really a mental issue, you know, like that people didn't address. But I think that shit come from fear of doctors, you know what I'm saying? And that whole fear of doctors, to me, that come from like, because most doctors was white, you know what I'm saying? So that come from like a fear of white men, and it probably progressed into, you know, they killing people, you know what I mean? Because people was already going in there with
thank you, I appreciate that. What's her name? Rashaya Jackson. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Especially with people that probably progressed to, you know, like people was already coming in there with ailments, not even knowing they was sick in the first place. You know what I mean? So then they finally get to the doctor.
Hey. Can we play my track for my birthday before you go in on us, bro?
Oh man, okay. I thought we were saving that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It was like
I want to kick it off. No, I want to kick it off. I want to kick it off, but it could be no track, man.
Hey, engineer, man. Put my nigga Camion.
Man, we got a track, man.
Life,
it's from my mixtape that's coming up, man. It's the intro to my mixtape. It's called Bridge, man. Hey, play that for us, Tone, man. Get us right.
Ghost baby in the mix.
Yeah. Moving like my heart is vacant here. I see why my girl don't take me serious. I told myself to face my fears and started facing the mirror. And Granny said I was hard of hearing. Now Granny hardly here. If you ask me, I think that started fear. I'm still scared to see you over me. That's the reason for my blank stare. Like you should paint here. Like how you leave me out to dry like it ain't rain here. And say my ego tripped, the reason why you ain't here. Shit remind me why you switch sides on me. She said you never make time for me. She said you never make time. Shit, all you did was take time. So her just take mine. I think I finally believe in karma. All the times you cut me deep, that only made me a little sharper. It's a reach to think I really needed armor. It's a reach to see my pettiness go farther. My mama say I got it from my father. Mama wasn't no doctor, no, but she had patience. Daddy cheated on her. Damn, she gave him chances. Don't ask me about damage. Don't tell me how I'm feeling. Don't ask me if I'm high. Just know that I'm healing. Should I get road rage? Knowing the GPS couldn't find no safer place. Shit, it's no safer place than being on my bridge. And that's me knowing that you passive as you is. Like why my girl know I'm acting different. Like how she told me we should talk more. She say I'm something she ain't know she needed. Better be careful what you ask for.
What's good with you, Mike, man? Appreciate you tuning in, man. My nigga Cam be going crazy, y'all. Y'all better put some respect on my nigga name, man. On my nigga, man. That nigga be cooking in that booth, man.
Man, I be trying, man. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank
Man,
you.
you ain't gotta be humble to these motherfucker people, man. Like you always want to be, I be trying, man. Shit, fuck all that
I
shit.
know I'm hard, bro, but don't nobody want to hear me say I'm hard. Like, nobody want to hear that, bro.
What's wrong with that, bro? I remember I was watching the
I'm
Dave Chappelle show earlier, the new comedy thing he had, right? And he was talking about how he let somebody open it up for him and shit. And he was like, shit, you know, she opening up for shit. They say the GOAT. I was like, man, talk that shit, cause shit, he definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig that, man.
I'm glad you like that, Mike, man. My nigga be cooking, man. My nigga got a mixtape, man. You got a name for it yet? You still?
Nah, I still ain't. If y'all can help me come up with a name for the tape, that'd be great. Cause I don't got a name for the tape, but I got songs though.
Dang, man, he's name your mixtape Mark Zuckerberg.
That'll be hard. That'll be hard.
No, you got to make a song called Mark Zuckerberg or Facebook. You know, your got to be in by 10. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, you know I ain't playing. You know I ain't coming like that on the tape though. It's all soul. It's all soulful, bro. It's all soul, bro.
You say that be when you be on other nigga shit. You would step out your comfort zone and shit, and gonna let them know you can rap with them.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
That's what's up, man. I mean, I like your style. You know what I'm talking about? Like just how you rap, because like a lot of people don't rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's very, very rare that niggas rap like that and be good. You know what I'm talking about? Like your shit actually has some substance. Like a nigga could listen to your shit and be like, and then they relate to the shit you saying. And then I always like, you know, cause you real good with your double entendres and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I be liking that shit, man. You be cooking, bro.
Man, appreciate that though.
Yeah, I give you your flowers right now and shit, man. You hear me?
I'm learning from you. It'd be hard for me to give people their flowers. I'm learning from you. I'm like, damn, if he can put his pride to the side and let me know that, then
you say I'm the most prideful motherfucker you know. And
come
shit.
on, man. So if you can do that, I gotta be able to do that. I'm learning on the fly. I'm learning from you.
Man, I ain't scared to admit when I'm wrong though. You know how I be. It just be the initial thing, man. But yeah, man, everybody that's tuning in, man, like of course we said, man, this we want to talk on something, man, which is mental health, something that a lot of people don't talk about, you know. And like that's one of the things I was talking about. Like I like in your songs, you talk about that. You know what I'm talking about, like the mental aspect of relationships, and you know what I'm talking about, dealing with people, and you know what I'm talking about, like a lot of things that people shun off and just throw away, especially with like men and black men in particular. You know, they kind of just like feel like niggas just supposed to be able to take everything or just put the world on their shoulders. And I understand that, like, you know, like me and Cam was having, it's a stigma, you know what I mean? Definitely is a stigma. You know, we was having a conversation with somebody last night, and their statement was basically that, you know, the man is the leader and he's supposed to lead, and you know, that's it. Like, you know, the woman really ain't supposed to work and he's supposed to take care of her. And you know, like I understand that that's how society is set up and that's how things are structured, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the reality of things, you know, because you have to factor in single mothers, you know, you have to factor in that people may have died, you know what I'm saying, so they may have to raise children, you know, children may have to be raised by their grandparents because the parents both may abandon them. There's all different kinds of things, so you can't necessarily say that a certain role as far as taking care of a family reside with a certain aspect.
Dude was basically saying, like, in no way, and there's no scenario where the dude should be the stay-at-home dad and the woman work. He was saying there's no scenario, and he was saying that you're not a real man if you stay at home and she work. And that's just so, man. And it was crazy to see him stuck in that mind frame. And I'm like, what if she a doctor? And she like, you stay at home. I'm finna go make this bread. He like, no, no. I'm like, man,
I'm finna go get a
you got
job at
the fries
7-Eleven.
outside.
Nah, we haven't watched All Day and Night. What is that?
What is that like a Netflix series or something? I haven't watched that. But should we bring the guest in?
Yeah, we definitely could bring on our guests and stuff. We have a couple guests we wanted to bring on that wanted to definitely touch on the subject of mental health, as well as a lot of the stigmas that come along with that, as well as just stigmas in general to Black men and people in general. We'll get into later too.
Not Big L.
Big L, man, she killed me, man. Why we can't see you? What's going on?
I don't know. It won't come on.
You gotta hit where it say camera. You
I
gotta.
mean, I'm not slow. I know that. I think it's Big
Oh,
Wood.
here we go. She talking about she not slow. She computer literate. Oh, okay. Well, man, we
Very.
definitely for a lot of people
What
don't.
if she had missed when we met? What do you mean? What if she had missed when we met?
What?
That was a comment.
Now we was reading the comment, but we appreciate Ebony Farge coming on the show. For y'all that don't know, it say Big Ed, but people who tuning in may not know one of our Facebook friends and one of our friends in real life and stuff came on the show to discuss mental health and stigmas with Black people and stuff. We also have another guest as well.
Trying to get him in also.
Oh, okay. So how you been, Eb? Man, you know you been in Facebook jail. I ain't seen you in forever and stuff. Man, you been all right?
Yeah, I've been good. How y'all doing?
We been doing good, man. We been doing good, man. You know, if we was doing bad, Facebook would have told you. You know,
Right? We
Yeah,
wouldn't be
because all I
here.
could
We
do
wouldn't
is
be
see
sharing
it.
from
I wouldn't get
Facebook.
to comment on it.
well, you know what I'm saying. You know me in real life, so you ain't gotta have to, wait to see it on Facebook. But so what do you as far as like what do you think about are some of the things that plague Black families or particularly Black males as far as like mental health issues and stigmas that they have to deal with according to that?
Hello?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Oh, there we go. What up, bro?
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, y'all see my office? Y'all see my office space? We at the allegedly podcast office.
Hello?
Man, yeah, we can hear you. You can't hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
What
All
up,
right,
bro?
hey, what's going on?
I'm
How you
trying.
doing, Mustafa? Mustafa?
Is
I
Mustafa?
can't hear
Mustafa.
you. I can't.
Mustafa,
Mustafa
Mustafa.
stands for the chosen one.
the
It's
chosen one.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
I can dig that. Y'all like my office space?
Yeah, that shit's slick, man. I need to give me where my office part
I'm
at? I
trying.
must be in the basement part of that
You back
office.
there in the corner.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's your
Oh, I
office.
see. Back. Look, you see me back there,
Yeah,
facing the wall. You hear me? Because
yeah.
I don't want to have to look at none of the employees, and because it's just me and you. You know what I'm talking about? Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
But Eb,
finesse
are you
my
able to hear
background.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your
You
video
talk.
ain't working, Eb?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but I had asked you a question. I guess you wasn't able to hear the question. I had asked you, what are some of the things that you think that are hinder Black families, as particularly Black men, as far as mental health and some of the stigmas that come from it, Ebony?
But like have it like depression, like men aren't taught to deal with it. It's seen as soft, them complaining about their emotions and just expressing their emotions, so it's considered soft. So it's not dealt with a lot.
Do you think that a dude expressing emotion, do you consider that to be soft yourself, or are you just saying that that's what society considered?
That's what society say. Even as boys are brought up, they're brought up to be strong, not to let certain things bother them or affect them. So when
Not
they
even
have issues that are affecting them, they don't
they
speak
don't
on
talk
them.
about them.
Yeah,
Because they just told to toughen up and deal with it, or if
yeah.
they say
Or you're
something
being
about it, they
soft, or
consider
stop
it being
acting
a
like a
crybaby
girl.
and stuff.
Yeah,
And
stuff
that's the
like
main
that.
thing. Like I see with a lot of younger women and stuff, like with their kids, like a child will cry and they start beating the child like he did something wrong just because he cried. Like his
Somewhat, I'm
feelings
gonna give
is,
you something to cry for.
man, the nigga feelings hurt. You know
And
what I'm talking
obviously they got something to cry for. They crying like just because you don't
Man,
understand it with
bro,
them.
like
But
yeah,
what?
like that's because that comes from a lot of adults be wanting to children to understand them from an adult perspective. And this is a child. Shit, it be adults that don't even understand you. So how the fuck you think a child gonna understand you? And here you is beating the kid, trying to get him to have an understanding. Man, you don't even beat the adults and they grown as hell. They supposed to know better. You should beat their ass before you beat the kids. At least the kids kind of don't even know. Man,
At least
people
they
be
don't
so
even
backward.
understand what you're saying and what's going on.
Man,
Right, and then that's kind of stemmed from that argument that we was having last night, right? Saying when dude we was having an argument with somebody and they said that if their son was gay, that they would beat him.
if he
But
found
why
out that
though?
his son was
Like,
gay,
you know
Right,
what?
and I
That's
said,
so
what?
crazy. That's crazy because I used to be like, no, I would go crazy, but then I got faced with the situation. So I'm like, like
But your son grown though, it's different. They talking about like as a
he was talking
kid,
about like a
kid.
kid, like he was talking about like somebody more like what do you say, like 12, 13, or something like that.
Yeah,
If he that like the dudes, it was a few dudes, you know what I'm talking about, and their initial response was that if they found out that their child was gay, that they would immediately beat their ass. And we
and
was
then
like,
talk to him afterwards.
yeah, and I was
So
like,
what
but
the
how that's
ass
going,
whooping for?
like that's just some ego
right. So
shit.
why
You know
didn't
what I'm
they
saying?
like yeah.
That's just some ego shit. Like, you know what I'm
Control,
saying? Like,
yeah.
cause you beat somebody ass for like doing something wrong. Like who somebody's sexual preference is, like that's between them and that other person. You know what I'm saying?
And they
Like
took it as us saying we promote it. When all I'm saying is I'm not finna beat my kid ass for it. You can't beat it out of them.
you
We can
definitely
talk.
can't.
Right.
We
You
can
can
do.
talk
You
to
feel me?
them
Like,
definitely. I
yeah, I
would try
can't.
to get them an understanding of, you know what I'm talking about, like how that goes against the whole procreation of the population of the world. You know, and try to get them to understand that how. But at the end of the day, who are you to tell somebody how they feel, whether they even a child? Because you only know how somebody feel by how they tell you or what they tell you. You don't know how
Right.
You
somebody
never truly
feel.
know.
Yeah, exactly. Because people could hide it, especially if you beat their ass. They gonna hide that shit from you forever.
Definitely
And
gonna
Another
hide it
shit.
that's
once you start beating them.
man,
Another
that's what
shit.
happened. That's what happened probably for like hundreds of, like, people probably be like, man, it's more gay people than it is now. And true enough, it might be, but at the same time, it wasn't as openly acceptable. You know what I'm talking about?
Accepted.
Like
Yeah, it wasn't
they
accepted.
didn't passed up black people. You know what I'm saying? Like as the minority who able to do stuff and get shit done. You know what I'm talking about? Because like they basically considered a minority. But all this stems from the whole it to me, it comes from a whole biblical standpoint of some damnation of the boogeyman getting you in the end. And so all of that stems makes people look at it like
What you
for
mean
one,
by
I don't
that?
understand, huh?
What you mean by that?
What I mean by what? The
You
boogeyman?
say you say it stems from the boogeyman. So
Man, like Christianity, like more so they're saying that
The heaven
because
and hell.
in the Bible it teaches you that, you know, it's a sin, and that if you have sex, you know what I'm talking about, whatever you do outside of those things is a sin. Like, but regardless, the Bible also teaches that a sin is a sin, but they will, you know, dictate which sin is greater than the other, which one is lesser than, but it's still a sin, and they fear because they've been taught that all their life, when really people's sexual preference shouldn't have nothing to do with nobody but the two people involved. It's really people just being in somebody's business for real. You know what I mean? Like, because it only affects the people who actually involved in the actual sexual act. Even being concerned about that shit really ain't nobody business other than us just being humans and being nosy as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's just natural. We just
and they
nosy as
and
hell.
they was trying to compare it to the same scale as saying, like if your kid was stealing or something, wouldn't you whoop
You'll
their
beat
ass?
his
Like, and they
ass.
was trying to say that's the same. I said, bro, that's
That
behavior.
how's that the same, right? That's
Right.
a behavior and an emotion, like a not emotion, but what?
And
That's two
and
different
these was
states
and
of
these
being.
was
What the hell
grown
are you
men
talking
with
about?
kids. I said, what you got to beat your? I said that got to be for your ego. You a grown man. What you got to beat on your kids for?
You gotta let them
Is
know who's boss.
like for that. You know them for that. Like that got to be just for your ego.
Exactly. And then, you know, somehow just for
Or to
the
save
simple.
face because they worry about how
yeah,
somebody else gonna feel about the situation.
Hmm.
that's what
Mhm.
I was
And
just
that,
gonna say. A lot
go
of
ahead,
people
bro.
there, they go about beating the kids just because it's not even about the kid preference. It's about how it's gonna be visualized on neighbors. How
Yep.
people gonna
How
perceive
somebody else is
them.
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel about
Like
it.
he did something wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's
Uh,
about embarrassing them.
Hey,
Now
and
it's
that's
it
what we
be
said
it
too. We
really
gonna
be some
say,
selfish
because
shit.
hey,
a
right?
lot of
Say,
people, a lot of people think that is taught behavior. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to that aspect, they get to looking at the dad like shit. What you teaching your son? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all visual. What how others
Mm-hmm.
gonna perceive the situation.
Because people be concerned about they people opinion of them. You know what I mean?
Opinion,
Like
yeah, that's
they
all. That's
they
what
they care more about what somebody else gonna think of them. Like a lot of
than
stuff
what
that
they
people
think of
do in
themselves.
life, and that's one of the things that we wanted to, like one of the reasons we wanted to talk about mental health is because all of these things revolve around that. Like because like me personally, like I don't agree with homosexuality, but if somebody I knew, a child or anything, came and said that they was gay, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like because at the end of the day, that's something that they have to deal with. You know what I mean? I would try to, of course, I
Do what
want
make
my
you
child
happy.
to, yeah, I want my child to have more kids so he can carry on our name. But if he chooses to not do that, then like there's people who aren't gay who still don't never have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like you can't necessarily say that, what I'm saying, it's all revolved around some selfish shit around a motherfucker wanting themselves to continue to go on. They want somebody to for these different things when it really shouldn't even, it's not even that deep. And I probably would have been of the opinion at one point in time that no, hell no, you know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't even have been accepted of it. I probably would have never shunned not no child, you know what I'm talking about? But like,
Now look, I tell you one thing though. I don't go about like shunning a child, but like when I see like my son or something doing something that I feel like it's been taught, you know what I'm saying? Like he is emulating something that he see his mama doing or a female doing, and yeah, I'm gonna correct that off back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you supposed to
oh
do.
yeah, definitely. I ain't never saying nothing wrong with that. That's not what we like. The discussion was that like if a child came to you and told you that they liked, you know what I'm talking about? Like your son came up to you and told you that he liked boys. But my thing, like I even asked them, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, well, what if your daughter came up and said that, you know what I'm talking about? Like she like girls, like you still wouldn't, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Right?
being a man, it's more so it make niggas feel like they did something wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Like, damn, I
Yeah.
failed
Right.
him. You know what I'm talking about? But that's still a mental thing. That's still some selfish shit. That's still some
Something
shit
that you
that you
got to
thinking
deal
about.
with.
You think about in your head when there's logical reasons you could be telling this person this isn't correct. You know what I mean? What you don't just gotta necessarily hate them or feel like they like because most people are like, oh, they going to hell. You know what I mean? Like these people finna burn in eternity. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if that's the case, if you carry that, then you need to carry that you going to. You know what I'm talking about? Like
For
you
the
need
little
to,
Right.
shit you did.
yeah, for the little shit you did, because a sin is a
And
sin.
what's
You know what I
crazy
mean?
is they worrying about what they saying they like or they want to have sex with, and how old is the kid? I'll be wondering why are you even thinking about sex? Period. Like what? Like we
That's
want to
Right.
focus
Like,
And
on
cause
look, and I
that's
brought up
where
that
Pam answer,
point.
yeah,
I brought up that
that's
point. I
where
said, what if your little boy is at 10, 11 years old having sex with a girl, trying to mess with a girl? Are you gonna have that same energy? He talking about I'm gonna whoop his ass, but I'm gonna be proud of him
man, this a
type shit.
proud
I'm like,
dad moment, man.
man.
what?
Like, what, nigga?
That's what
Like,
we
you
need
know
to
what I'm
know
talking about?
when
So
you
now you
tell
teaching,
dad.
yeah, you
That's what
I
you
teaching
need to
said,
be
toxic
and that let
questioning.
me
behavior and
know it was
shit.
an ego thing.
Hmm. He teaching toxic behavior because now, like, all right, next year he got Papa, we got a
it's,
baby. Now that's your
And
responsibility
12.
because you wanted to give your son, you know what I'm talking about, a high five and shit.
it come down to social acceptance for real, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Straight up.
exactly.
At the end of the day, that's what somebody else thinking.
That's just like the whole concept of like men shouldn't cry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a whole stigma. Like that's why I made when I made the little drop for the promo for this. You know what I'm saying? Like a person isn't supposed to cry, but like how can you say that if a nigga wasn't supposed to cry, he wouldn't even have tear ducts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he wouldn't have been born with the motherfuckers. Like this is easily like I tried to explain to people that everything that we do in life is decided by somebody hundreds of years ago, and then people since then have tweaked it to what I'm talking about around that, thinking that these people had it right, but these people couldn't even predict none of the shit that was going on right now and shit. You know what I'm talking about? They couldn't predict how life was gonna be. That's why you have so many laws and everything having to go about and be changed because of
And
motherfuckers
revised and
got it
all that.
wrong.
He
You know what I'm talking
said
about?
trying
They
to
wasn't even.
feminize men.
Yeah, he said trying to feminize men. Nah, see, I definitely don't think that that's what's feminizing men by
Is
saying that by accepting what somebody choose to be with or whatever. Man, listen, man, that ain't got nothing to do with feminizing men.
Yeah.
That's called acceptance of what society is, bro. You have to face the reality. You be stuck in the past and you still want some
I'm saying,
things to
look,
be just like that.
do you think that's the thing though?
What
That
feminizing?
like
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like
think they do what
society is like, cause if you pay attention, like I've been watching a lot of movies and shit
they
on Netflix.
promote
It's
it.
always
Yeah,
the
they
black
promote
gay
it.
dude. You know what I'm saying?
guess
It's
what?
always it's like they
They take the
projecting this
role.
image, like yeah,
You
If
said
they
they
didn't
take the
take the
role.
roles, then
That's
it
the
wouldn't be
thing.
those roles. If people
That's
didn't take
good.
those roles,
Yeah, it's been
You
plenty of
right.
actors who've turned down gay roles where they had to be homosexual or any homosexual activity. It's plenty of actors who've done
I
it.
definitely don't
But
agree
why
with
do it
their
matter is the point.
increased
Like
promotion of it across all everywhere. You know what I mean? Like TV
But
shows,
it,
even far as like, you know what I'm talking about? Like there's
cartoons
even
and
a
different stuff like
cartoon,
that.
like they have
Yeah.
a transsexual cartoon. I remember I remember it's a little boy, his superpowers that he could turn into a girl. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't think that they should be posting those things because then children are still formulating their thoughts and formulating who they are. So
yeah.
at that age, I feel like it's very influential and inspiring kids, if not the
And
ones
like at
who
that age,
needed
the
an
Michael teacher.
acceptance, they looking at it like as a as a route, you know what I'm talking about, as a way that they could take. And I just don't agree with that because like the reason I don't agree with homosexuality completely is because it go against the procreation. You know what I'm talking about? Like if everybody continued to be homosexuals, eventually then you won't have no people. You know what I mean? Like you
Nah,
won't, you know what I'm saying?
nah.
Like you
not just
still
for the betterment of the
Hey, I
people,
ain't go.
man.
No disrespect to the gay people, but like I feel like if it was natural, you would see gay animals. You don't see no gay animals.
No,
but there are
You know what I'm
animals that are
saying?
gay though.
there are,
Right,
There is.
right.
Right,
there
people
are
like
gay
yeah,
animals and
I
insects.
understand. I don't understand why
I
people
ain't
keep
never
like
seen it.
yeah, you can look at I think like penguins or some of them. Like I think even dolphins maybe. It's a few like in the animal kingdom, like in the insect world, like there's different genders. You know what I'm talking about? Like technically, all right, regardless of whatever anybody say, there's only like you know what I'm talking about. Like there's only as far as humans, there's only two genders. It's male and female. You know what I'm talking about? Regardless, they all have to come out of a female. You know what I'm talking about? So like that right there lets you know that gender is a fact. That's what I believe. You know what I'm talking about? That gender is a fact. But I accept that people may have different kinds of feelings in their head because I don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. I don't
Right.
know how somebody think, how they process information, and for them to want to take that step, that's on them. Because nobody finna not tell me what I can and what I can't do. You know what I mean? So if that's what somebody choose, that's what they choose. I just don't agree
Hey,
with how they ramped up like the promotion of it. To me, is what it seems like
you
promotion
want to
of
know
it.
what's crazy, bro? It was a show. If you heard the show Recess, y'all used to watch that. Was a
Yeah.
show, a old
What's it on?
cartoon
The
Recess
little
I used to watch.
cartoon.
Yeah, and so I used to watch this all the time as a kid. So while I went back and watched the episode now as an adult, man, why was the girl in there? Why was she gay? Like a dyke. She was a dyke, but it was they was in elementary. And it took me to be grown to realize the clues on in the stuff she say to realize that they was portraying her to be gay
As,
and they was in
yeah.
elementary.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was
So
like
that's what
one
you're
scene
trying to make.
it was like one scene when one of the friends was like, "Go kiss the boy," and she was like, "Ew, I'm not kissing a boy," and I was like, "Wow."
I ain't make the animals gay. God made
Like
them gay. God made the animals gay. I ain't
So
make
what?
them gay.
right.
You know, it's a purpose behind everything. What you feel like the purpose behind that is, because that, like you feel when you talk about mental health, that can be conflicting mentally. You feel me? Causing depression, all that because they don't understand why they the way they is and you feel me? What's the purpose behind? You know what I'm saying? Why they think the way they think, or you know what I'm saying? Is it right? Is it wrong? All that you get what I'm saying?
But you got to think. I mean, I'm. Let me see. How I'm gonna say this, man. Everybody don't owe everybody understanding, and I get that. So, but that's I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't really know how to put that, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I mean, I don't know. To the answer the face question, I guess it more so is along the lines of what age are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like
Like,
nobody is saying that you should, you know what I'm talking about, like just accept a child as being like, but 9 times out of 10, if a child coming to tell you something like that, they probably already been thinking that. You know what I'm talking about? Like
or
children
they
aren't
been in,
like they
they been
kind of smart. Like I don't know, but they do
They been
watch everything on
exposed.
YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Like they be watching everything, typing in everything, Googling stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Asking Siri, all type of things. Yeah, I know we spoke on it last night, but I'm just talking about as far as that you can't understand. Think that the kid coming to tell you this that this their first time feeling like it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
God didn't create people, girl. I ain't even reading that because you said that.
What?
It's not natural to this guy.
Okay, listen, but have y'all ever heard of the it's like the Calhoun experiment when he did this with rodents. It was a study, and he put these rodents in like a little tank, and it was like a little small population, and the population just grew and grew and grew, like around like the same way the baby boomers were, back then. But then at the end, it started a social breakdown, and like when the social breakdown occurred, like there was like it was just like a trajectory of the human race, like the social breakdown, like what we're facing now, like with the homosexuality, um, the breakdown of the family structure, with all these different things. It was included in the process that he did, and his experiment spanned over like I think like
Talking about
16 or 17 years.
the Willie Lynch letter.
She said
No, it's like
reincarnation is not taught in
Oh,
the church. That could clear up some confusion. I don't believe in reincarnation.
I
I
did
don't
not
believe in
say
the church either, though.
reincarnation.
So I ain't
is
talking
she?
about you. I'm reading the comments. I don't know if you're looking at the
Oh,
screen or you just
Is she
talking.
talking
You know
about?
what I'm talking about?
Is she
Like,
talking
you
about
know
the
what I'm
Willie
saying?
Lynch letter?
Who, Ebony?
No,
Yeah.
she said the
no, I'm just talking
Calhoun
about the
experiments.
Calhoun experiments and the breakdown of
Right.
social society.
But I think they did that more so like during World War II when a lot of men was overseas and stuff and off in the war and women were sent to war. You know what I'm talking about? And then the
No,
government became the
it was
government
after
became the
that
father.
though.
The government became the father because that's when they
Right.
started like the welfare system. They
The
told
welfare system, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about? You don't need a man because we'll be that financial part that you need right there.
Look what he talking about, bro.
Yes.
But I think this the person that might have said that he was gonna be this
That
son.
is shots.
Oh, okay, yeah, he the one that said he was gonna be this son for being gay, but he was gonna talk to him afterwards. And
He
you see
said
him
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna lie
do
standing
though.
on it.
whatever. You say
You
so you
can't.
gonna just try to make him be what you want him to be until you can't until he an adult and he get to decide on his own that he still not gonna be what you tried to make him be.
Man,
Man,
Not
listen, bro.
stable.
I already know for a fact that you gonna one of your children gonna be gay. I can't wait till you have that experience. You hear
man,
me?
hey,
Like that
talk
experience is
it
gonna be
up
deep for you because you might commit suicide. You might kill yourself.
because he
You know what I'm
can't
talking
deal
about?
with it. It's
Because
his
he can't
ego.
deal with
It's
it
something
and
he got
shit.
to
You know what
deal
I'm
with
talking about?
internally.
His own ego gonna crush him. You hear me? He gonna and
Hey, he
guess
gonna be
what?
like, shit. What Cam
Hey,
gonna
hey,
say?
whenever that situation happen, I want you to be in the back of your mind and be like, man, that nigga Street said that shit, man. You hear me? He called that shit, man. That I was gonna be mad.
I
You
can't
was gonna be
believe he
upset
actually think
that
like that.
somebody else. Well,
How?
did you hear what he said? He said, I ain't raising no booty
Wait a
bandit.
minute. It's are y'all reading the comments on here? Is one of these people saying how they feel like blacks? How I feel like blacks in general, they're not even black. First of all,
Uh,
to even feel anything like what blacks
Nah, she was
feel
saying
like.
she feel you though.
she was agreeing with you,
She
but I
was
feel what
I'm
you
yeah, she
said.
was
I
saying
know.
she feel you.
But you were saying that she don't. You saying she don't need to be. You got
But
this.
but
Yeah.
wouldn't you want
No, shut
acknowledgement
up,
from white
Cam.
people that what's going on? Like don't
Oh, you ain't have to put
that's
that
a
No,
nigga
no,
comment back up there, man. Don't get that nigga no more shine, man.
hey put that other comment back about how blacks is pressed against with insurance and whatnot. Put that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ebony,
The
wouldn't
paragraph
you want white people to acknowledge what's going on? Ain't that kind of backwards? You don't want her to speak
no,
on
that's
it?
not backwards. No, I just was saying like
for her to
they
have
can't
you.
they can't for they can't if they're gonna back it, they can back it, but they can't feel it. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't
Nah,
say
the
how
other
we
one.
feel,
The other one,
but you
Tone.
Basically,
we applaud you.
you can only
You know,
speak on what you understand type shit.
yeah, because they can't
So
speak
do
on a feeling.
you?
I hate when they use the word I feel, because in no way, shape, or form do they feel what we feel. They
But
can
if
say,
they
I've
talking
seen,
about
I've witnessed.
they feel in their opinion though. That's just like all right. So you probably under the impression that a man don't have no say so of a woman's body as well, right? Because that's her body.
Like, I
Like we
mean,
shouldn't be
yeah,
able to make
true. But
laws pertaining to that.
but at the same time,
I don't believe that.
You
like
don't
I
believe
feel
Believe
that,
like
do
no,
you?
a man,
that.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
don't
Yeah,
think
I
a
don't
man
agree
should
with
have
that
any
either.
Once you
control over a woman's body.
once you committed, that's you feel me. That's y'all become each other. You know what I'm saying? That's your body, her body, your body. That's how it's supposed to be. So for you, if a
I mean,
person,
I get the whole you are one thing, but he still don't have no control of her body. But like, if you, I mean, like, what other way
Of
can
course,
he
in a literal
exert
sense.
control except for like telling her when and not to have like a baby? Like what?
it's a respect thing though. It's a
Right?
respect after that commitment.
Because if you love somebody,
But you are you got
wouldn't
to
you
be
want to do
speaking
things that they
sexually.
want to do?
Now I'm speaking in general. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking in general. Like okay, what I mean by it's a respect thing. Like you shouldn't want to present yourself in a way that you know is gonna disrespect your partner. You get what I'm saying?
Man,
And
your
the
shit
same
whack.
thing vice versa. With my voice.
No, I'm talking about Fonte skin.
Uh, but now though, like respect, it's respect on different levels
Strong as
though.
hell.
It's respect on different levels.
Go ahead, bro.
Font-
We was laughing at his
font-
comment.
Now I'm
Fontaine.
saying basically it's respect on different levels. It ain't gotta be sexual. You be like, okay, if y'all committed to each other, her body, your body, so basically you should be able to like. There's no way in form that she should be disrespecting her body. That's going, you know what I'm saying, go against what y'all
Okay,
committed to
okay,
each other.
I get what you're saying, but is it going both ways? Is he giving her the same
Yeah,
respect he
hell
wants?
yeah.
Is he giving her
It
what he
gotta,
wants her to give him?
it, it gotta be reciprocal, or it ain't no fair
Okay, well,
agreement.
I mean, yeah, then that's common ground. That's fair. But ain't gonna be no you can't do this and you can't do that, but you can do it. No, ain't gonna be none of that.
But
Say
I
not
don't.
But
not on
yeah,
your
I
watch.
respect the
That's
relate
Not on your
at
watch.
all. Not on
that
this.
ain't
He
even.
said, "It's my body," and you trying to tell me what to do with my body? It's our body, girl.
That's
What's wrong with
we
you?
own that together,
It's
girl. That's
us.
us.
That's us,
That's
girl.
our body. You need to change that to it. You need to take that Y off.
You hear
That's
me?
why you
What's
gotta.
wrong with you? That's our.
That's why you
We
gotta
share
lay
the
low
body.
from the beginning. That's why you gotta lay low from the
She was on
beginning.
here last week on here the one talking about the nigga can't say nothing to his
Yeah.
she'll tell her
At least
husband.
she consistent.
Yeah, she consistent.
At least she consistent. Ain't switch.
Hold on,
But
we
he,
losing our nuts. What about
He's
why?
saying ain't
What
no roles in the household.
he's saying that, let me ask you this. Do y'all think men and women are equal outside of physically what you know that like a woman can have a child and you know a man is stronger than a woman? Outside of physically, do you think men and women are different?
yeah,
No.
I
You,
do.
you do? You think what you
Yeah.
think men are superior or
Now it
How
ain't
do
even
you
about
think
superior.
that?
It's just men got different strengths. Women got different strengths. You get what I'm saying?
I'm
Women
talking
are
about outside of
naturally.
physically.
Outside the physical.
Now, now I'm
Ain't
Not
talking.
to
most
him.
of different
He
I'm
people
finna,
the
physically
I'm
same
didn't
finna
in
say
their
get,
that.
makeup.
I'm finna get on the mental. You get what I'm saying? Like women are natural
Okay.
caregivers. You get what I'm saying? Natural supporters. Natural. You know, they take care of like the household, or it ain't even gotta be like they housewives and no shit like that. But like they just
That's only
naturally.
because of the uterus. That's the only
Natural to
difference.
who? That's because
Right.
society told you that's natural. I
Yeah,
know
because
men that like to
society,
take care of the household and do all that.
you
Yeah,
saying society has
But
said
that
they
that
too.
look
that's what
down on them.
they
Society
taught
look down
women.
on them
They
type of men.
right because society has taught us that that's what women supposed to do. Like they have literally put a gender on being an adult, doing adult shit. They put a role saying this is what a male's supposed to do. This is what a female's supposed to do. When in
But ain't they
reality,
both supposed to
motherfuckers
do
is
Now
the
just
look,
same
doing
thing?
adult shit. Like that
let
shit don't have no fucking gender. You
let me
taking care
use
of
an
the fucking
example.
bills. You taking care of your fucking family. Man, I seen my mama take care of me and my motherfucking sister by her motherfucking self for years. So you're not finna tell me that the man is the only fucking breadwinner and the only motherfucker who's supposed to get out there and break his neck when it might not be
Look,
no male in the
let
household.
me let me give you an example. I like my situation right now. I got shot in my neck, so I gotta have caregivers right now. Now the same shit that females doing, the way that they caring, the way that they so attentive to details and shit like that, put a nigga in that same position. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different strengths with
Man, if
different
that's
jobs.
my job, I'm
But
gonna
you
do my
understand, but
job,
you
bro.
have to understand that if that's his job, that's different. I hope somebody wouldn't have the job of doing that, and that's not what he's going to be able to do. You have to understand that he's still been conditioned since he's been a child to think and act a certain way and to not care, to not have no motherfucking emotions, to not show no compassion. He's supposed to be tough. What are you, a girl? You a boy, ain't you? Bow. Be tough. Go play football. Go kill yourself. Go play shit
So
that's
y'all,
rough, this boy shit.
But I'm
Like
not
they
like that,
literally
so
bro.
like
y'all
sport.
feel
If
like
I was your caregiver, I'm gonna take care of you like you was a female. It wouldn't matter to me.
that's
I
understood. But look,
I wouldn't take
do
care of
you
you,
feel
so
like
that's why I'm not a caregiver. You know what I'm talking
you
about?
feel like
You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying though. I understand your mentality, but it's people. It's all depend on the person.
so do you
Yeah.
feel like
But I get what you're saying though.
a man got a hunger or a drive to like achieve like in a whole different aspect, and a woman got like a this natural like she just want to nurture type shit.
But see
Like
that
pay
that
attention,
that
pay
drive
attention.
that you talking about, that hunger,
That's from the
females
uterus.
had
That's
that
just
shit
because she
too though.
carries the.
Females had that too though. You know what I'm talking about? Like I know some
But
females
he
that,
talking
you know what I'm
about.
talking about. No, he's saying like a man got that drive to like lead to, you know what I'm talking about, want to be in charge to him, you
Uh,
know what I'm talking about? Like he's saying
no,
women don't
never,
have
never.
that drive to go out.
Women
And
definitely have it.
I know they have it. That's something else. And I'm telling you that's a conditioning. You know what I'm talking about, that motherfuckers have been conditioned to think, because they telling you that this is how a man's supposed to act. This is how a woman's supposed to act. You're not supposed to be associated with none of this type of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I understand that society functions a certain way, and I understand with that shit. I don't have no problem with, you know what I'm saying, dealing with a woman who may look at me as the leader and look at me as the one in charge. I'm gonna still look at her as an equal. I would prefer dealing with a woman who understands that we both know that we equal, even though societies have us playing these roles how it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna look like
So Ebony,
it,
I got a question.
go ahead.
Uh-huh.
If you made enough money to support your family, I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm saying just hypothetically, if you made enough money to support your family, you had a husband, would you let him stay at home and you go do what you got to do to take care of shit?
Yeah. If that's where the money at.
Would you think he a bitch ass nigga because he stayed at home?
Would you belittle him in any type of way when y'all
Oh
get
yeah, she
into
probably
arguments?
would.
Would you
Yeah, she
hold it
might.
against him? Would you?
But that's
I don't care if he had
Do
a
he
million
gotta
dollars.
ask
I'm
you
gonna
for
say
about
money?
that.
Do he gotta
That
ask you for money, or is you gonna make sure he ain't never gotta be uncomfortable and ask you all that?
we gonna be good.
Nah,
Ain't
you
gonna be
ain't
no
answer
having
that.
to
what
act.
it
No,
I need a
I
straight
mean
answer.
why like I'm
You
what it
like
said
come
the
about?
okay,
What it
that's
come
probably
about
not a
that
question you
stigma?
should ask me because I feel like right, you know like how I feel about me, like I feel like that's definitely not a problem because I'm able to do that. I can carry that burden, I can carry that weight, I can do it, I can make it happen.
You
Like
would
I
never
can
act
get it
different
done. So
towards
it
him.
wouldn't
Like you would never like try
for
to.
what though? Like because if I'm
I'm asking.
for what though?
That'd be the
Like I don't
first reason. That'd be the first reason
for,
females be like niggas ain't shit or they can't do it.
no, that's just because like now they feel like niggas don't be shit is because when they see that they struggling and then he ain't trying to help or he ain't trying to kick in and they got to go to work and take the baby to school and he just not doing nothing. That's when she starts to look down on him and that's when she
Right,
feels
right.
starts to feel less of him because he's not even attempting. It ain't no problem when she got it and they good and it's okay and as long he doing
Best.
his thing, he's staying at home, the kids taken care of. It's not a problem. It's when it's when she get in that struggle and she crying at night because she's sad, depressed, and stressed and trying to make it happen for her and her kids, and then he there and not putting in no effort, not applying no pressure. That's when she starts to look down on him. That's when she starts to belittle him, and that's when it all changes up.
So it's
Other than that,
conditioning.
no.
Okay, I
It
got a
ain't. It
question.
definitely ain't no problem.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is niggas not shit when they don't want to be with a female and they got kids with, but they just want to be involved with the child? First thing a female go say is, "Nigga, you feel me? Like try to play it like they ain't
Hey,
shit."
hey,
Or you know what I'm saying?
like things ain't just changed, huh?
Hey,
Like people don't
like
wake up and feel different every day.
Hold on, what'd you
like
say? You said what happened? Repeat it again.
like when females, okay, you don't want to fuck with the female, you know what I'm saying, but you want to be there for your child. The first thing they gonna try to do is try to manipulate the situation. Like you ain't shit, you ain't there for your family and all this
Oh,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like why came up
That's
for
because
just a,
she bitter. She bitter. She still
yeah,
want to
that'd
be
be.
in a relationship
but
with you. Yeah, she still want to be
that's
with
a lot
you.
of females though. That's a lot of females.
I
Yeah, but
think, but
that's
that
because
deals
of
with a lot with their insecurities too. So a lot of females look at it like when you don't want to be with them and you choosing another woman, they be feeling like, dang, what's wrong with me? Like, why he choosing her over me? Like, so that builds bitterness, that builds anger and all that. So then she take it out on you because you're the one who she feel is making her feel that way.
mm.
And,
Like women
and
don't be knowing that they control their own emotions. Like nobody controls your emotions but you. What you allowed to make you change ain't on the person who got you feeling that way. It's
I got
on
another
you.
one, Ebony. Why do when hold
See,
on,
that's some
I'm high
upbringing.
and lost my thought. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm high and lost my thought. It was a good one too. It was a good one.
Oh
It was
my
one I've been
goodness.
waiting on. My fault.
Although I think a lot of that, a lot of as far as what they talk about with the females, I think a lot like you know how man, all that shit come from conditioning, man. Like the people who was in power, man, are the ones who wrote history and the ones who wrote the rules
I
and
got it.
decided how society was gonna function.
I got
So
it,
go
Ebony.
ahead, bro.
So why when a dude and a chick ain't together and they got kids, the chick will tell the dude, you can't have my kids around Wuwati Bam around no chick, Wuwati Bam that I ain't met. But she don't confront him about all the chicks. I mean about all the
Man,
men that she had kid around. You know,
that's real.
you see that happen a lot, Ebony?
Cause she's still a little salty. She's still a little salty, you know.
Oh,
She's
okay,
still a
okay.
little
I ain't
salty
Some,
about
even
the
I had to
situation.
know
Even if
I
something.
was say,
she could be dealing with a
some
whole
people do
nother
that
person, her
shit.
own self, but she's still salty about. And you know, it really come from like what really bother a woman, like is when her man leave and go be with somebody else, and like she see like he showing a different emotion when he with the new woman, like he happy when he with the new woman, like he doing shit that he wasn't doing when he was with her. So now she bitter and okay, yeah, I ain't gonna just flat out tell him he can't see his kids because I'm gonna look like the bad person. I'm just gonna say they can't go around this bitch. They can't be around his girlfriend. So then in turn, he can't see his kids. Like so that just be some bitter, salty
And
shit. I
women
don't
be
care.
possessive over the
I'm a
kid. They
woman and
always
I'm
be like,
telling you.
my kid this, my kid that,
Yeah, I want to hear that.
my
I
son,
want
my
to talk
baby.
about that.
Like,
Why do
man,
females feel like they own the child or some shit?
and
Like
you
they
you
feel like
gotta
they
say
Because they
so
feel
when I
like they
say,
carried it is theirs. They feel like they have a stronger
no,
connection and a stronger bond because they
y'all
carried it.
both
They know at the
y'all
end of the
both
day,
made that.
when it come down to it, I mean, yeah, y'all both made it, but she carried it. That's where the
that doesn't
entitlement comes from.
matter,
I
man.
carried
It
this
it
baby.
No,
it,
Y'all
it
done
wouldn't be
heard
here
that
without
women.
me.
I carried this baby and I did
that's
this.
her
So that's
process.
where the entitlement comes to for a baby. That's my baby. I
I
carried
could
that baby in
definitely
my
agree with
womb.
That's
that.
her.
You know, to my life
No,
because a
nothing
woman
ain't
having
no
to deal with
that
the
Man, I
baby
don't
done
entire
heard the
agree with
heartbeat
childbirth.
that
from the inside. Like that's the ain't no
See,
bond
because you
greater than
might not
that. So
always
yeah,
have the
that's
kid
my
best
that
baby.
need to
interest at
be
heart.
discussed. That needs to be discussed in the beginning. Cause shit, if you gonna own the baby afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Just cause, uh,
Yeah, I don't,
but I was,
that's crazy though. So you mean to
that
tell
don't
me I
make
don't
sense
got
to
no
me.
say so at the end of the day? It's really everything I
We,
say is suggestions because you ain't got to do it. But
we gotta go to
pertaining to the
court.
child,
We
even
gotta
if you
go
don't
to
got the
court to
child
make,
best interest at heart, which is crazy to me. That's possessive.
and
I don't
and
know.
the
I mean,
attention
if
can be
you
selfish. The
yeah, but I
attention
mean,
can be very
I
selfish.
can kind of agree with that though. You know what I'm talking about? Like if they had a baby in themselves in them side of them for 9 months every second of the day, like they don't never not have that baby. You know what I'm talking about? Like for the
Right.
whole entire time they pregnant. So nigga, that's my shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, we went in on this game, bro, and you done left it here all this time, bro. You talking about it's yours. You finna take it with
Nah, this
you.
ours.
You know
This
what I'm talking about? You
mine.
not finna take
Yeah,
the Xbox,
it's
bro.
ours. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
ours. I
How can
understand
I?
that it's ours, but I'm gonna keep it
It's
over
ours,
here.
but it's
You
Yeah,
mine.
you
It live
know
do.
here,
what I'm
right?
Not you go play
saying?
at your
See
house.
that?
Now we can play
Man,
at my crib.
listen, bro. I'll
This
let you
That
take
nobody.
it to your
This
crib,
our
but
bike,
don't
but you
think
keep it at
you
your
can
house.
keep it at your house forever. You got to bring it back, and so it can stay here every day. You
In
know
the,
what I'm
in the
talking
same condition I sent it to you in, you got to bring it back in the same condition I gave it to you in.
about? You say
that's
no
fucked
missing
up.
limbs, no none of that, huh?
No, nothing, not a hair out of
See what
place.
that? See what that hindered the progress of like us
Man,
being there to help with their growth. You know what I'm saying? We can't never if they got that much control, we can't get them. You know what I'm saying? It's
But I
like
mean,
damn,
they the
how
ones
can we
in
have that?
total control,
the
though.
racing,
You
you
know what I'm
gotta
talking about?
agree with
Yeah,
them. The men don't got say over a woman. Then if you saying that,
yeah, that's
What do you
fucked.
mean? No, I said that I mean, like I'm saying, I understand how she feels like that. I didn't never say that I don't agree with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like I feel a nigga gotta say so, but I feel she got the ultimate say so. I feel like she should definitely consider what a nigga got to say.
Just
Nigga get the
consider
baby
Respect
to
her
an
man.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know I'm one of them niggas. You hear me? You know what I'm
she
saying?
should
I just feel
she
like
should just
because
consider.
if she finna have an abortion, she should definitely consult with this nigga. She shouldn't just be like, hey, I'm finna go get an abortion. You know what
Hey,
I'm talking about? She should at least be
I
like, hey, I was thinking about getting an abortion. What do you
hey I
think? You know what I'm talking about? Do you think this? Because if she not looking at it from like, because like, ain't nobody like, you know how many women look at other women and be like, that ain't gonna never be them and then be them?
And then it be
Yeah.
them.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Like it's more common for a child to grow up in a single parent home than it is for a child to grow up in a two parent home. You know what I'm saying? So what? Yeah, we already know you. We already know how the niggas get down. Who you fuck with? You hear me? It's your body, your decision. That's cool. Women who you know what I'm saying. You a nigga out there who gonna be like, you sure right. And he gonna
Hey, if
submit.
she wasn't a good friend of mine, I would have said something. But
Oh,
I don't
damn,
want
that's a
to
good
offend
friend
her.
of yours.
Yeah, that's
I
a
ain't
good
know.
friend of mine.
Oh, okay,
I
all right.
don't even see the comments y'all seeing. I don't even see the comments.
I don't know how you not seeing them. If
Thanks,
you
friend. I
are
would
you
have
looking
ate
at
if
the
you wasn't a
phone?
good friend of mine. I would have ate.
They on the screen.
I don't see them.
You must not be on the screen. You must be have left the screen, bro. Like in the corner, top left corner, you
No.
probably could click on that. It might be orange or something where the
Don't
time
see it.
is.
Don't.
Then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
mad you ain't on here. It's the reason we got you on here.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to keep the balance. I'm ugly. You feel me?
I'm,
You feel me? I don't think they look the best, so are you supposed to balance it out?
damn,
That's crazy.
damn.
hey, but now what you was just saying kind of go back to what y'all was saying in y'all last podcast. In the last podcast, I had caught somebody said something like if okay the baby I mean the girl she want to have an abortion. No, the dude he want to have an abortion. You know what I'm saying? And she don't. You know what I'm saying? But she can still put him on child support. But what
Mm-hmm.
if the nigga want the baby and she don't, and she have an abortion? Should her
I
ass
want to
go to
sue her.
jail?
Shit,
He
I
better
want
in
to
get it
get
in
her
Texas he
sued.
writing.
could
He
sue
better
her.
get it in writing. He
You know
better get a witness
that's what
to
the
it.
law is in Texas. In Texas, they pass a law. You can sue her for that 10 bands. Get come and get my 10.
Not a PPP.
Man, listen, I'm suing her
Uh-huh.
after I told I'm
Oh,
suing
what?
her
That'd
after I
be
told her to get it.
Man, now
that's
we're
a
gonna get that 10.
Hey, you hear me? Hey, I'm gonna talk to her face to face and say, yeah, just go and get it. And then do take you kill the baby? Yeah, I'm suing you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit her off with a little band or something, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know.
Not like taxes.
Damn, somebody gonna say that's a life.
I
It
feel
is a
like
life.
legally,
It is.
I feel like legally, it ain't no equality in this gender shit at
Uh
all.
I mean, it depends because like I mean, man, it's certain stuff that men get away with, and it's certain stuff that women get away with. You know what I'm talking about? Like a
Don't you
woman
just want to get
can
something to
get
drink?
out a speeding ticket. You know what I'm talking about? A nigga could get a job getting paid more. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
there's certain
that's not real, bro.
that is real. What? Somebody
No,
getting paid more?
no, that's not real, bro.
You saying
That,
that
that
analogy?
I agree
That
though.
wasn't a good analogy.
no, but
Yeah, I
I'm
think that was
saying
pretty good.
that's
I was saying it more so like that women are able to excel at certain things, you know what I'm talking about, and use just because they a woman to get an advantage in life, the
what
same
I'm
way that
saying. The pay
men are
difference
able
for
to
the
use the
same
fact.
job ain't real. That ain't real. That's a myth, bro.
You say everybody get paid the same?
Yeah, for the same job, definitely. It ain't no
$15 an
difference with a
hour?
man and a woman. Yeah,
I think they
and
talking about people with careers though, not people who work at McDonald's. You know what I'm talking about? Like
but I'm
it's a
knowing
Boy,
set
it.
price
bye.
there.
Get
You know
I'm
back.
what I'm talking
knowing
about?
it ain't no
It's a set
difference, bro.
price
That's
there.
a
You know what
myth,
I'm talking
bro.
about? Whereas if it's a career and somebody hires you to come work for their company or their firm, they like, hey, this is what we're gonna
Hey,
work out in the details
hey,
and pay you
men make
this.
more. Men make more because they do the harder jobs.
Listen, that nigga say
That pay
WNBA,
more.
NBA.
What harder
That's why
job?
men like engineering and stuff like that,
Women could do that
construction. Yeah, they can, but do
Women
they?
are engineers. Yes.
How often though?
often.
I'm
And
talking, man.
in this
Y'all playing in my
day and
face,
age,
bro.
it's happening a lot.
And
Yeah, I
I'm talking
mean,
about these jobs where you got to put these motherfucking bridges together. You got to put them up there.
they using machines to do that
Yeah, I
anyway. So what you
understand
were
that,
saying?
but I
So
understand that.
ain't
But
no
look at the
niggas. They ain't
numbers.
got
You
no
ain't finna tell
slaves.
me
No,
that it's
they don't got
50-50,
no
bro.
slaves no more, bro. To put up the
You're not finna
bridges and
tell
shit.
me it's equal out there. I ride past construction sites every day.
And it be because women are taught to be in the house, and that's a man's job.
But
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
talking about?
saying. That's why men get paid when they do the job
Bitches
they
be
I
pay
don't,
for.
hustling nowadays.
I don't agree with that though,
I
because
be seeing women
nowadays,
out there though. They be out there getting that
They
lazy
already
bread.
been
Yeah,
I definitely
conditioned
got
that
yeah,
people
but you
they
don't
friends
not
see
supposed
it
to be
saying,
getting
equal when
their
you
hands
ride past the
all rubbed
construction
and
zone.
doing
It is
those
not equal
jobs.
out there.
you
You might
say
see one or two women
No,
on the
because
crew,
you
women
say
don't
she
want
out
to
there
do
holding the
those
sign.
jobs.
and she holding the sign. One or two women on the crew, and she holding the sign.
And
Damn,
men be
man, I
holding the
go
signs
slow.
too.
Oh, you one of them? She a feminist.
This motherfucker.
Man, listen, man. So
hey,
basically,
my bad.
well,
What I was just saying was a question that you asked Ebony, like in the beginning, when you were saying like what hinder black families and stuff like that.
yeah,
Based on ask that question
mental
one more
health,
time.
yeah. Yeah, I asked her, what do you think hinders a lot of black families dealing with mental health and the stigmas that come from behind that, you know? And I had talked, I don't know if you saw at the beginning, I was talking about like how our crazy uncle will still be in the basement, you know what I'm talking about? Because he crazy, but we just ain't gonna let him outside and be crazy to nobody else. Because that happened before and we can't let him back outside no more. You hear me?
Uh,
Why do you think
kind of what she was
Okay.
speaking on. What she was speaking on about like how we supposed to be strict, like we supposed to maintain this like face of like we the hard, like we gotta be hard and stuff like that. I feel like that go a long way with communication too. You know what I'm saying? Cause like how can you communicate what you feel if you feel soft about what you feel? You get what I'm saying? So it like
Mhm.
it hinder you from like speaking on
Expressing
true
yourself.
emotions. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? There can be no real pinpoint to the problems to
you
even
talking about
find a
like
I
solution.
mean,
therapy
I
or
mean, the
something like
pinpoint
that?
to the problem will have to be just continual, you know what I'm talking about, conditioning and like people passing on them same generational curses to their next generation. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you have a person who thinks a certain way, everybody who come from his loin, he gonna try to basically
Most of
practice or preach that certain perspective to them. And if they agree with it or not, then they may accept it, you know what I'm talking about, and pass it on to the next. You know what I'm talking about? And it's going to keep going on for generations. So if you had the people fear doctors, like I said in the beginning, white people majority was doctors. So black families really didn't trust white people because they may have already been suffering from ailments. You know what I'm talking about? They never even know they were sick. She didn't even know she had diabetes. So when she went to the hospital, she immediately died as soon as she got to the doctor because she was already sick. I'm not saying, I'm just giving you examples. You know what I'm talking about? That
And
could have
then they'll
happened.
say the
You know what
hospital
I'm talking about?
killed her.
Yeah, and the doctor killed her. So it, you know what I'm talking about? It chimed in with the other time the doctor really did kill her. You know what I'm talking about? Because he didn't feel like operating on her. Or you got to think these people primitive as hell. They did not know what they was fucking doing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, think how fucking primitive the operation was in 1940, 1930. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, man, you would fucking, everybody
hey,
chance of
read
dying probably was
read
high.
that
You know
status.
what I'm talking about? Like, you
Read
know what I'm
that
saying?
status.
But that whole concept of them then on top of them being white. So then you have black people walking away from that, like, don't trust doctors. I ain't going to no hospital. Here, drink this motherfucking syrup. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here, put this motherfucking salve on your chest and shit. You know what I'm talking about? This Vicks vapor rub. This'll kill your AIDS. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's basically he outside hurting people. Lock that nigga in the basement. I feed him every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just overlook it because they would rather deal with our own situations in the house than go and let a white person deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And so then they keep passing that on. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? Where you have
mental health ain't. She said she thinks society think mental health is supposed to be a personal issue. Uh, in a in a way, it's a personal issue as far as like you still gotta interact with people. Like just because you don't went through some of them, and you could treat people like shit, but you should also just my advice is try to be somebody that somebody can talk to, and then we can start there.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because and that be the thing, like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, you can't even talk to nobody. You know what I'm talking about? You
Just
can,
try to be
you know what I'm talking
somebody
about? Even if
somebody
you
can talk
tried
to.
to vent to somebody, like if like a lot of times, like you probably couldn't talk to somebody you looked up to just out of how they may have made you feel, how they might judge you about talking
Shit,
about
like
anything
them, they
else.
said they was
Yeah,
gonna beat me for being gay if I was a
man,
kid
you hear
type
me?
shit. Like what?
You know, somehow they
Same
pass
difference.
on them issues over and over. And so then,
That's
like I was saying, Tristan, then you have black people not liking doctors. And then it's just now where you have a lot of people pursuing it, being doctors and
Get
stuff.
off of
But
me.
it was a point in time, man. Like, listen, bro, if you, man, bro, we like almost hinder ourselves. Like I was telling Cam the other day, like when I was talking about music, I was saying that, man, like we set up so fucked up because they didn't what the fuck did I say? They done
Music
made
the
it,
root of all evil.
yeah, they done made money off our demise. You know what I'm talking about? Like off promoting it. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing of us being, you know what I'm talking about, in the whole
It's the reason
issue
why
of,
we where we at
you know what I'm talking
because
about, the issue of
we
where we
make
at is
money
because
off
of
the
like
demise.
of our own demise.
It's
You know what I'm talking about? Like if
profitable.
you
That's
listen
what
to
you were
every
saying.
song on the
Demise is
radio,
profitable.
you know what I'm talking about, it's going is about killing niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, I was watching the Dave Chappelle special earlier, and he talked about how the baby killed a nigga in Walmart and didn't get canceled. You know what I'm talking about? But let you hurt a homosexual or somebody in the LGBT feelings. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like he kill a nigga, you don't get canceled. You know what I'm talking about? But you can just say some words, bro. You hear me? And then you know what I'm talking about?
That's
And it just show
crazy.
you because it's marketable to kill black people. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's the
And we don't
narrative.
want to listen to
And
you unless you really about that.
even though niggas are only rapping the shit that they see, they still living out the shit that they hear. You know what I'm talking about? You
But you
feel what
got
I'm saying?
kids
Like
that want to act that out though.
act that out. Like, you know what I'm talking about? They all in the picture gang. You know what I'm talking about? Like he
conditioning.
7. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Because somebody got to be the bad guy. You know what I'm talking about? But in our world, we so fucking fucked up. You know what I'm talking about?
Like with King Von Death.
I like
Everybody all
music.
around here mad. It's the same thing with that. Like he made a whole career off him glorifying being the killer, gang, do. Then when he died, everybody like, oh, rest in peace, King, do. Like, man, I thought he was a killer. I thought that's why we liked him.
Man, they don't
Like,
even understand. Like,
man,
you know what I'm talking about? It's like, man, once something is put out there as being like, and it's just normalized.
you can't
You know
even
what I'm
say
talking about?
rap sales to white
But it
kids
don't
because
even
it's us
necessarily,
too.
cause
It's
nigga,
us
I
too.
love rap music.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
us
talking about?
too. We
Like
can't
you
say
ain't,
that no
man.
more, bro. It's us
Listen, I
too.
subscribe to Apple Music. Can't wait till a nigga get the ready the album come out to talk about killing some niggas. You hear
Man,
me?
you hear me?
But
I'm
that's
running it back.
conditioning
Like,
on
oh,
my
that was
own.
hard.
You know what I'm talking about? That's condition. I'm able to address that condition on my own side that I know that, man, that should be hard to break. Like I couldn't even imagine not really listening to rap because I enjoy the metaphors of it. You know what I'm talking about? I enjoy the beat, the stories. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of the shit is relatable. You know what I'm talking about? Because we all in the same fucking vacuum. You know what I'm talking about? Like no matter what fucking hood you go to, if it's small or big, you know what I'm talking about? It's the same shit going on. Like motherfuckers is just getting shot and illegal shit is going on. You know what I'm talking about? And niggas is telling their stories about it. And it's the same shit going on all across the United States. So much that, man, listen, it's a dude that I was talking to on Xbox Live. He live in Morocco. And he's like, he don't listen to Drake and none of that shit. He like obsessed with 90s rap. So I'm knowing this nigga pants still baggy. You know what I'm talking about? Like he wears size 42 pants. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to imitate what he see from us. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and to him, that's the heart of hip hop. Like that's the core. This is when it was at its greatest. You know what I'm talking about? Because people have an obsession with the past, how that everything before us was right. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
But that
Babyface ain't harder than Tupac.
Babyface.
Babyface Ray ain't harder than Tupac. They better stop playing.
Man,
He
man, listen,
tripping.
baby, Ray, hey,
Hey,
Ray be talking that shit. Nah, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Pac. I ain't gonna go that far just because of how
Like I ain't harder than
this
Nas.
the
Oh,
I
my bad. That's not the episode. My fault.
I
damn.
ain't gonna lie
My
though.
fault. My fault.
I ain't even know you rap like that. So
Oh,
I
you
heard you. I'm
really?
like,
You ain't
he
know that
talking
nigga.
that shit.
Hey man, it's
Like
my
I
nigga
see him,
birthday, man. Play that shit again for my nigga, man. One more time and shit, man. My nigga birthday, man. Y'all on
man.
here, man. For people who ain't hear it in the beginning, man. Play my nigga Cam shit again, man.
Ghost
Happy
lady in the
birthday
mix.
to him.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. My nigga Camino birthday, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tell that nigga happy birthday, man.
Moving like my heart is vacant here. I see why my girl don't take me serious. I told myself to face my fears and started facing the mirror. Granny said I was hard of hearing. Now Granny hardly here. If you ask me, I think that started fear. I'm still scared to see you over me. That's the reason for my blank stare. Like you should paint here. Like how you leave me out to dry like it ain't rain here. And say my ego tripped the reason why you ain't here. Shit remind me why you switch sides on me. She said you never make time for me. She said you never make time. Shit, all you did was take time. So her just take mine. I think I finally believe in karma. All the times you cut me deep, that only made me a little sharper. It's a reach to think I really needed armor. It's a reach to see my pettiness go farther. My mama say I got it from my father. Mama wasn't no doctor, no, but she had patience. Daddy cheated on her. Damn, she gave him chances. Don't ask me about damage. Don't tell me how I'm feeling. Don't ask me if I'm high. Just know that I'm healing. Should I get road rage? Knowing the GPS couldn't find no safer place. Shit, it's no safer place than being on my bridge. And that's me knowing that you passive as you is. Like why my girl know I'm acting different. Like how she told me we should talk more. She say I'm something she ain't know she needed. Better be careful what you ask for.
Man, that's unreleased. That's the intro. That's the intro for the tape on. Got her name too. Yes, sir. That's the intro.
For the tape on got a name too.
Yeah.
So I sure ain't know you be rapping like that. Man, you talking.
Yeah,
That's some shit right there. That's some shit right there. You gotta sit back and meditate on. You hear me?
Man, I got some shit in the tuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got
Man,
that
nigga think he a motherfucker. He think he a philosopher / psychiatrist. Yeah.
Hey, I try to be a poet. I try to be a voice.
I fuck with Cam shit though. That nigga shit different than all the music out there. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what they say though? If you can get them to think, you can get them to say they self. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely feel you on that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, cause especially like that's why we wanted to have this. You know, we talked about women last week, and you know different things that they may deal with, but a lot of times people don't talk about black men and the things that they deal with, or a certain way that men supposed to be. You know, like.
You think it's a good time to play one of the videos, or forget it?
Yeah, we definitely could play one
might
of the videos.
Well.
Some opinions
might as well
on.
Play that.
No.
Play that YSL. That YSL thing.
We'll play you at the end. We got you.
We got some videos.
Pertaining to the
topics we're talking about, just as far as like stigmas to do with black men, and we just.
No, so let's talk about this because you onto something. So I'm gonna just say it straight up. I don't think women care about men's mental health. I don't think women care about men's well-being. Not all women, but there's majority of them that don't care. It's true. You know how many videos I see on here that like girls will be like, oh, he should just suck it up. Men who cry are weak. Men who don't provide are this. Men who have little dick energy. It's always something about men. Like I remember that I hate men trend that went around. How come there's no I love men trend? Exactly, because y'all bitches hate men. Y'all hate everything about him, but the only thing you want is their money. Seems a little fucking userish to me. And seems like you only care about guys' money. You don't give a fuck about men. You don't care about their well-being. You don't care about what goes on with their life. And that's the sad part because men matter a lot too, just like women. But this society teaches women that you guys are just the shit and men ain't shit. Men have to fucking have a shitload of money to be categorized as a good man. Stupid as fuck. A good man is how you conduct yourself and how you talk to people and how you treat others, not based on your fucking money.
I like her.
Hey, that was some real ass shit.
Yeah,
that was some real ass shit.
Mm-hmm. Because that's how.
Yeah. Now you put pop.
A lot of niggas we have.
Why was that? Oh, you know what? Hove called. Mm-hmm. We were talking about something else. You know, something else completely
still playing in the background. You're gonna have to.
That's the other video.
Oh, okay.
know what I'm saying? And then this.
I was gonna say though, like your worth comes from the value within. You know what I'm saying? So just because motherfucker don't got material shit don't make them not shit or that, you get what I'm saying? Old times a lot of these females we don't be having that, you feel me, that value within. You know what I'm saying? Then they try to project that on a nigga that they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep him down so they can be in correlation with each other and try to, you know what I'm saying?
Like having standards for him that she don't have for herself.
Right.
But see, it's more of a like, man, some people, a lot of women to me be like mentally broken. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and so they be looking for themselves in other things that they see, you know, so they just get to imitating those things. Like if you look on your story or you look on different Instagram or Snapchat, like you'll see females, as much as they say they so different, they the same. You know what I mean? You'll look up, they always making the same little face. Every single female you know has made that face that you see on Facebook. So as different as they think they are, they the same. So they imitate the same things that they see. So they see that I'm finna finesse this nigga, I'm finna get this out of him, I'm trying to woo. And that's the mindset they have. Like they so lost mentally that that's like a come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until they find somebody who ready to deal with,
you're right.
you know what I'm talking about, deal with them in an instance that they let all that shit go, or you know they say until they meet a nigga who can control their mouth or whatever. Like, why do a nigga have to like, you know what I'm talking about, take your mouth? Like that shit toxic
Like
as hell.
femininity be conditional.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like I do this for you. Like I come right for a dude, but he got a whoop wop de bam. Like how's it? How like I'll be this certain way for the right dude. Like why are you with him if you ain't automatic? Like you can't turn on. Yeah, femininity.
Come how you come.
I wasn't generalizing women. I was speaking about a specific kind of woman. If you couldn't tell that,
do that
then,
too, though.
you know, they say if you
Niggas
throw a rock at a pack of dogs and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know how you know which one got hit? By the one that yelped.
I got that. That's in one of my songs I was going to tell you. Like that's the song I told you. Like I say the same thing. It say it's called Brutal Honesty. You gotta find it on YouTube. But I say the same thing. The first one that had the one that you hit. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. And here she come generalize. We ain't trying to generalize. We just talking about a specific, like, what's on my timeline when I turn on my app.
But no, it's not all about transactions. You know what I'm talking about? It's not, like, because like who the fuck said that it's about transactions? Like who the fuck
gotta
said
make
that?
a certain amount of money.
You know
The sex gotta be good. He gotta what? Like it's so many stipulations. Like man, it's hard out here.
I agree with him on like her sex better be great. Anyway, I'm kind of biased on that department because ain't nobody having no whack.
But I'm saying in the sense of, and he still got to be able to take care of do like.
Yeah, I'm already knowing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
I know
it's not much.
Be able to be a motherfucking 5-star general and shit, and just because of they in the control, like females, like when we was talking last night, and dude was saying that he don't think male and females are equal, and I said they are. Women really got more control because you can't have sex with a woman unless she say so. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever, anything outside of that, bro, you already know what that is. But it go the same way. She can't have sex with a man unless he say no. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. But of course, ain't no nigga gonna never say. Well, niggas do say no. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
I say no when I don't feel like it, man. I'm tired.
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Niggas do say no. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just saying though, like in the instance of like, if like if a man woke up to a woman giving him oral sex, he probably wouldn't stop her, versus if a woman didn't want to have sex at all and she woke up to a man giving her oral sex, she might stop him if it's her man or not, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like if she's not in the mood just because of she has to be in an emotional state, you know what I'm talking about, in order for her to want to enjoy sex. Sometimes they just do the shit just like how niggas do. Like niggas
you say a woman at 9 times out of 10 ain't trying to just turn on the light and just have sex with whatever she see immediately.
Sometimes
she gotta analyze and her head gotta be in it.
Sometimes they definitely gotta be like into it somewhat. sometimes
say
they
a
just
dude, it
do it.
don't matter,
Just
huh?
sometimes they
You just
just
turn
do
on the
it.
light and just say, "Let's go."
Nah, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. That's biased too. That would be saying that, like, you know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker that's basically a fucking dog and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't agree with that either. You know
Nah,
what I'm
black
saying?
man don't cheat.
I think it go both ways, but it's more so on a woman than it is on a man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me?
That's
Like,
the power.
women really aren't out here raping men. Men are out here raping women because of something in their mind. You know what I'm talking about? Telling them that they need
Ego.
to take it. You
It's
know what
the
I'm talking about?
power of
Exactly.
the
You know what I'm talking
desire.
about? Yeah.
The
You
power
know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
desire.
Not being able to control themselves, you know what I'm saying? And then just taking that shit to the extreme, you know?
And look, I was having a conversation with somebody about like abuse, and this girl was trying to say it's the same time. She got male friends that get beat up by their girlfriends and stuff, and still stay with them. And she was trying to say that's the same as a dude beating on the woman. I'm like, man, if a dude stand with a girl and she doing that, I'm like, it's because he enjoyed it. And the other way around, she ain't got no control over how far he go. And she was trying to say that's the same. And I didn't get, and it was crazy hearing that come from a female.
Nah, because like, you know, somehow if like for one, I don't know, like I don't like it just be really hard when I think about women beating on men. It'd be hard for me to see how, for one. I know it's possible. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I'm
Relax.
just saying like
Some
how
of
it
them females got the
continually
bitch.
to be able to happen. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the man will have to be like so mentally broken. You know what I'm talking about? Because like a woman who stay with a dude, you know what I'm talking about, who beat on her will have to be mentally broken for her to continue to put herself through that physically as well as the emotional stress of it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Like
just some people just got a deep need. You know what I'm saying? That deep need to have a companion, rather is
it
you
don't
feel
even
me?
be a need though. It be a want. Cause like motherfucker don't never even get themselves no break. They
A
be so used to
psychological need.
being in a relationship that that's all they want to be in is a relationship. Every chance they get,
Uh,
like people be meeting the nigga and the first time this the nigga. And she go with the nigga forever.
Stranger.
Forever. She go with him forever until tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And now she don't like the nigga no more. She got a new nigga who she like. You know what I'm saying? And he the one forever. Till
to
next week.
tomorrow. Uh,
Nah, till next week when she had a baby.
she prolonged it.
She having a baby next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't just like, let me say I ain't just generalizing women and stuff. For she say I'm just talking about that's all women. I'm just speaking on like the vast majority of like the stuff we
No,
be seeing
you
on
right.
Facebook, the stuff, the posts that women share. You know what I'm saying? Like even it be even if a motherfuckers just playing, it still be some truth in the little shit that motherfuckers be choosing to share and shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's on some like get that money, you know what I'm talking about? Like women are the only ones who listen in the city girls. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, ain't no niggas listening to city girls. You know what I'm talking about? So they the only ones who supporting that shit. They the only ones who listening to that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Whereas women listen to men rappers, you know what I'm talking about, as well
Yeah.
as city girls.
Who
Niggas,
degrade them? They listen to the women empowerment and the dudes who degrade them at the same time on the next song.
Shit.
man, you
What
hear me?
says that the city girl? The city girl's not degrading her. You know what I'm saying? The shit, the way they whole mind frame is about how to
Oh,
go about a nigga, how to go about they self. You know what I'm saying? That's
oh, that's
degraded too.
oh yeah, for sure. But they don't think of it like that. They think of it as empowerment. That's what I was trying to say. But the song with
Uh,
the dude that's clearly calling you bitch this and do, that's right the next song.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
But that's cool because the city girls told her to finesse him because he a rapper. So he got it. You know what I'm talking about? Get that nigga to buy me a Birkins. You
And
know what
then
I'm
end
saying?
up dating Lil Uzi.
You know?
Not they did all that. This y'all leader, this your king.
Man. That's crazy. We have some other videos and stuff that we wanted to look at too.
Well, we got one more. It's basically along line of the same thing, but we can run it.
A man shouldn't be asking me for money. Like, don't you guys have like pride? Like, why are you asking a woman for money? Why are you asking her for her money? You know, like, I don't know. I will feel a little bit offended. I would be like,
as a dude, you are work. your entire life. Your woman should not have to work. If she does have to work, it's considered she has to really work while dating you. Take care of your family, pay the bills, maintain your appearance, and never ask for nothing. Never expect no extra shit. Never ask for no money. Never ask for nothing. Now, look, in this world, we reward dogs for doing dumb shit, for sitting down. We reward, at your job, do a good job, you get a raise. Like in the culture you live in, when you do good, you get a reward. Except for being a good man, because being a good man is normal. Y'all be single, so it's not normal. Having a good man, having a good man that takes care of your family and your son or your daughter is exceptional. You are a lottery winner. You, my lady, are lucky. You're right. Shouldn't no man have to be like, yo, because maybe why? Because men was supposed to be always be on their feet and doing well. So God forbid your man is not doing well and he needs your help. He's a weak man. But if I'm dealing with a woman,
I wouldn't be with somebody that's asking me for my money.
Okay, let me talk though. When I'm dealing with a woman who's doing bad, not working, and has my kid, I can say, damn, yo, she a bum. Like, come on, ma, get a job. My mom raised me with a single and had a job, but I can't call her a bum because she's a woman. Her not having a job or money it's like, she's a girl. Help her, support her. So why, when a man might need help or assistance, he gotta be like, he's a poo-put? Like, shouldn't being a good person or being a good dad get a reward?
That's real.
He said a lot, but
yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the stuff we've been saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's a mentality. Like you see, and that was a live human. You know what I'm talking about? So a girl don't say we generalizing somebody and shit. You know what I'm saying? You actually seen somebody say that out of her mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask her for no money. My Cash App will be in the comments. You know what I'm talking about? But for those who can't wait, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna start doing. We gotta drop my
about DM me if you need to, help support the show and stuff.
I'm trying to upgrade my office space.
Yeah, you hear me? He trying to get me in the office with him and shit. You hear me?
So hey, you see us back there on the screen though. You see him on the computer back there.
Hey man, I see you. I see us back there, man. Hey man, happy birthday to you too, man. It's your motherfucking birthday and shit, man.
Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
And that nigga,
man.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate that. You know what I'm doing for my birthday.
What you doing?
The game.
Playing the game. And on the podcast and stuff.
On the podcast. That's it. I'm simple. I don't require too much.
I'm saying, y'all keep saying y'all had did something yesterday. Y'all go live every day.
Nah, we was on Xbox. We was just in a live party chat, just talking with some people that we be playing the game with.
Thank you. Mercedes.
Yeah, Xbox.
I'm in a worked up position right now. I can't even play the game.
Yeah. I'm just saying because you could if you could connect them from your phone and shit to the party and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I probably can do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about what happened to you, or you don't want to talk about that? Touch on it.
I mean, I can to an extent. Cause it's still like you can ongoing stuff going on out there. But like I got shot like a year ago. I was in Peoria. While I was in Chicago, I had went to Peoria. And I was with some niggas I thought that was with me. Some shit had went down. Shit, motherfucker shot me in the. They tried to kill me, but shit, like when you shoot the gun, jerk type shit. You know what I'm saying? They hit me on my neck and shit. And I was dead on the scene. They brought me back in the hospital. And then I had lost basically my feeling from like my chest down, really my stomach down. You know what I'm saying? But I've been recovering though. Like I can move my arms at first. I couldn't move nothing. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. Couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I've been recovering over my time. So I'm just basically going with the process.
For sure, you know man. It's good that you're getting better, man. For sure.
Yeah,
glad that you're making progress, man.
Yeah, look strong, looking good.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you could come on the show and stuff, man. And give us assistance and stuff, man. We definitely appreciate it and shit, man.
I appreciate y'all having me. For real. Cause I be feeling like I be watching y'all podcast. You know what I'm saying? I just think like, man, it's a lot of stuff I can offer. Like what I speak on, you know what I'm saying? Just on my mentality. Like Cam, you know me from when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
I say how we met.
Yeah. You know, I used to
Hey,
be.
you pressed me, right? See, that's how
I
we
was
met.
just hey, listen,
Hey,
why I knew.
hey, that's
Man,
how
I
we
swear
met.
I
We met.
knew,
They
man.
was pressing me. Hey, you
I
hear me?
knew it was you was
It
doing
was
some
pressure.
shit.
You hear me? It was
What
pressure.
happened?
I don't even remember what it was about or nothing. I remember I first moved here, and that was pressure when it was on. They said it was on me. You heard me? I'm like, I don't even remember why. To be honest, probably some kid shit.
Right.
Probably got something to do with a female. That's how everything start or end. You know how things go. That's how it always is. But
Young
yeah, that's how we
high
met.
shit.
Yeah, man.
Young and high head.
Yeah, didn't
But
even
like
know
as
each
you,
other.
but like now, like my growth, everything that I done been through, you know what I'm saying? A lot of self-reflecting, a lot of self-knowledge, you know, just you feel me, just being in tune with not just self, but like what's going on around me. Like I see clearly now. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot to speak on. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like any platform that's willing to, you feel me, let me get on there, you feel me, and speak what, you feel me, anything that I got to offer, add value to the podcast or whatever. Like, you feel me, I'm all the way in. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, y'all don't even know it, but I've been in the hospital 2 times this week. You know what I'm saying? I've been going, you feel me, just dealing with health problems. Right now, I don't even feel good. I'm
Right.
still having migraines, but I dedicated myself. You feel me? I took on the responsibility and said I want to be on this podcast. So I made sure that I showed up, regardless how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I had to thug it out. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
that though. I do.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
Joe. We definitely appreciate that, bro.
And coming through with that though.
I definitely appreciate like what y'all doing, like when y'all bringing a message. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. A message, you feel me? Building, not just speaking on opinions. Fuck opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's about building the next person, giving them understanding. Because one for us lost. People lost out here, you know what I'm saying? And if you a man of knowledge, a man of understanding, it's your duty to give that knowledge, to give that understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I just get that vibe. But when y'all be speaking on certain situations, you feel me? I be hearing y'all say, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all speak y'all opinions, get your ass up out of here. But now I still be seeing, I still see that y'all actually be offering something of value. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? So anytime y'all want to get me on here or should allow me to get up on here, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot to talk about on different topics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We definitely gonna have you back on here again, bro. You ain't even gotta worry about that and stuff, man. Like I said, man, we you know what I'm saying, appreciate you coming out and stuff, man. And you know, my nigga Cam birthday and shit, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate Ebony stopping through. She was having technical difficulties and she got up out of here and stuff, man. But we appreciate everybody tuning in with us tonight, man. You know, and again, man, every Wednesday, 10 p.m., man. We here live, man. Y'all tune in with us, man. Next week gonna be a nice show. We got something special for y'all.
Hey, follow us on Twitch if you want to be at a multi-app. That would be my preference if I was y'all. Allegedly the podcast, that way you be at a multi-app and still comment and stay engaged. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube at Address the Culture. And
go ahead, play that song one time.
Hold on, I gotta. He gotta had a link before we start. But I tell you this, we'll kick the next one off with it.
We definitely will. We got you. We'll
he
start the
gotta
show
have
for
a
that
link
shit
for
for you, bro. We got you, man.
I
promise you that.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing.
For sure, bro. We appreciate you coming in, man, and showing out with us and shit, man. And everybody tuning in from Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, man. We love y'all, man. We out.
Go baby in the mix.
Yeah. Moving like my heart is vacant here. I see why my girl don't take me serious. I told myself to face my fears and started facing the mirror. Granny said I was hard of hearing. Now Granny hardly here.
Hey,
if you ask me, I think that started
I ain't got a name for it.
I'm still scared to see you over me. That's the reason for my blank stare. Like you should paint here. Like how you leave me out the dry like it ain't rain here, and say my ego trip the reason why you ain't here.
My nigga Camino birthday, man.
Shit remind me why you switch sides on me. She said you never make time for me. She said you never make time. Shit, all you did was take time. So her just take mine. I think I finally believe in karma. All the times you cut me deep, that only made me a little sharper. It's a reach to think I really needed armor. It's a reach to see my pettiness go farther. My mama say I got it from my father. Mama wasn't no doctor, no, but she had patience. Daddy cheated on her. Damn, she gave him chances. Don't ask me about damage. Don't tell me how I'm feeling. Don't ask me if I'm high. Just know that I'm healing. Should I get road rage? Knowing the GPS couldn't find no safer place. Shit, it's no safer place than being on my bridge. And that's me knowing that you passive as you is. Like why my girl know I'm acting different. Like how she told me we should talk more. She say I'm something she ain't know she needed. Better be careful what you ask for.
Hey, shout out.
Hardly wrong when I'm right.
Oh no, I'm good. Shout out to
Hardly wrong when I'm right, I'm hardly correct. Hardly alive, but I'm good, but hardly a mess. Hard to survive when you living life with regret. Hard to rely on the lies you're telling yourself. If I don't die from the pain, it's gonna be from the regret. It's gonna be from